Sony's long-awaited PlayStation 5 Games Showcase, the aptly titled Future of Gaming show, finally aired this week, bringing with it an explosion of information about the games we didn't expect to play when the console releases later this year. The show was so jam-packed, no one would blame you if you're looking for a quick overview of everything that was revealed. Thankfully, I'm here to give you the rundown of every single game that was shown off during the presentation, as well as what platforms you can expect to play them on and any additional information that has been released in the meantime. So without further ado, here's everything that was announced at the PlayStation 5 Games Reveal event. Before we start, if you could like this video and subscribe to the channel, it would really help us out. Let's start with the most exciting reveals of the entire show. First party PlayStation 5 exclusive games. These titles are primarily being developed by companies owned by Sony themselves and fall under the recently revealed PlayStation Studios banner that will be used to symbolise games created under the company's stewardship moving forward into the next generation. First and foremost, we have Gran Turismo 7. Polyphony's racing masterpiece will return on the PlayStation 5 and looks set to serve as a graphical showcase for the console. Gameplay showed a driver zipping around a track surrounded by lush forest in first person, highlighting stunning lighting effects and impeccably rendered car interiors. There's no word on a release date just yet, which may imply it's still a long way off, but CEO of Polyphony, Kazunori Yamauchi, said that he expects fans of the series will be happy with the game's quote, campaign mode. Could this be in reference to the enigmatic GT Town UI that was shown off in the trailer? Only time will tell. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart sees the dynamic duo return on the PlayStation 5. Built for the console from the ground up, the game revolves around interdimensional rifts that transport the player to various different locations within a fraction of a second. Only possible due to the PlayStation 5's lightning-quick loading times, the trailer demonstrates the pair being flung repeatedly between huge worlds relatively seamlessly, and was easily the best showcase for the console's improved loading times we've seen to date. After the wonderful 2016 reboot, we can't wait to get our hands on this next generation sequel. There's no word on a release date just yet, but we hope it's soon. While we're on the subject of Insomniac, the Sony-owned developer has at least 2 projects on the door for the PlayStation 5. The first reveal of the entire evening was Spider-Man Miles Morales. Although little information was provided during the presentation itself, Miles Morales is a remaster of 2018's Spider-Man that will include additional content revolving around Peter Parker's web-slinging successor. Alongside the new expansion, which sees Miles fighting crime in a gorgeously realised snow-covered Christmas-themed New York, the base game will also take advantage of the PlayStation 5's brand new feature set. We're not sure what that will look like just yet, but we'll no doubt see it in action before the game releases holiday 2020. If you're feeling a little disappointed by that news, don't worry. We're positive Insomniac are working on a full-blown sequel as we speak. RETURNAL, which is a bad name, is a brand new property by Super Stardust developer House Marquee. A PlayStation 5 exclusive, the game stars an astronaut stranded on an alien planet and caught in an infinite time loop. Every time she dies, she starts her journey all over again, like an intergalactic Groundhog Day. So basically the Outer Wilds, only not as existential or sad. The game will reportedly combine side-scrolling action and third-person shooting, with the planet randomizing every time you die. Throw in a plot that seemingly revolves around gross alien infections and losing your grip on sanity, and you have what could potentially be the studio's most ambitious project to date. Surprise! Sumo Digital are making a game starring everyone's favourite stitched-together superstar, SACKBOY, that isn't a Little Big Planet sequel. SACKBOY, a big adventure, is a 3D platformer that looks absolutely gorgeous. Playable with up to 3 friends, SACKBOY's latest outing looks to be a delightful multiplayer romp that's sure to keep younger players engaged. With dreams no doubt filling the gap left behind by Little Big Planet's creative toolset, it will be nice to see Sumo Digital experiment with SACKBOY in a more constrained environment. No release date just yet, but we imagine the PlayStation 5 exclusive will launch fairly soon after the console hits shop shelves. ASTRO'S PLAYROOM is another 3D platformer that will come preloaded on every PlayStation 5. Starring the titular hero from the excellent VR exclusive Astrobot Rescue Mission, ASTRO'S PLAYROOM will include 4 worlds, each based on the PlayStation 5's console components. Each world will showcase a new capability of the console, such as the controller's haptic feedback and adaptive triggers. Exciting stuff. Destruction All-Stars is a combination of Rocket League and Destruction Derby that is coming exclusively to the PlayStation 5. Colourful and stylish, the game is being developed by Liverpool-based studio Lucid Games, a company that includes talent from the Shuttered Bizarre Creations and the developers of Wipeout, Sony Liverpool. The initial trailer we were shown didn't look particularly exciting, and there's no release date planned just yet, but with so many veterans of fan favourite racing titles at the helm, it's definitely one to keep an eye on. It's been rumoured for a long time, but Demon's Souls is officially getting an exclusive PlayStation 5 remaster. Developed by Bluepoint Studios, the team behind the recently released Shadow of the Colossus remaster, Demon's Souls features an updated visual style that is considerably cleaner than the grim, dirt-smeared look of the original, which has left fans of the PS3 classic somewhat divided. Taking full advantage of the PlayStation 5, the game will feature ray tracing, updated shadow effects, and the ability for players to swap between 2 graphical modes, one focused on fidelity and one focused on frame rate. No word on a release date just yet, but we're hoping it's not too far off. Finally, we have Horizon 2 Forbidden West. A sequel to one of the PlayStation 4's most successful new properties, Horizon 2 looks to expand upon the original open-world epic in every perceivable way. This time around, Aloy moves west to a far future America ravaged by mysterious storms and highly deadly machines. Like this huge, chunky turtle lad. Look at him! Absolute unit. Gameplay looks stunning, with the post-apocalyptic world appearing more beautiful than ever before. There's no launch date just yet, but Horizon 2 looks set to be one of the biggest releases within the PlayStation 5's launch window, a stunning example of what the system will be capable of. Alongside first-party console exclusives, a number of third-party exclusives were also shown. We already know about GODFALL, the Gearbox published multiplayer looter slasher that was actually the first console exclusive to be revealed for the platform. The short trailer showcased some colourful gameplay that looked promising? Nothing special, but I mean it certainly has potential. GODFALL launches this holiday season and will be a PlayStation 5 console exclusive. It will also be released on the PC. Project ATHIA is a brand new property published by Square Enix. A PlayStation 5 console exclusive, not much is known about Project ATHIA at this point. You seemingly play as a young woman who can leap great distances, fight gigantic fantasy baddies by summoning roots, and wear a lovely pair of dope sneakers. I mean, I'm sold on the trainers alone. No release date just yet, but the game will launch on the PlayStation 5 and PC. We first heard about GHOSTWIRE Tokyo and DEATHLOOP at Bethesda's 2019 E3 presentation, but both games received gameplay trailers during Sony's PlayStation 5 reveal event. Since the show, we've also learned that both games will be timed console exclusives. We're not sure for how long, but it's nice to see Bethesda confident that the titles will perform well on Sony's next generation hardware. DEATHLOOP, developed by Dishonored developers Arcane, will launch this year on the PlayStation 5 and PC respectively. The gameplay trailer shows the protagonist attempting to escape a 70s styled island by assassinating multiple targets. Every time he dies, however, he's forced to relive events time and time again. Honestly, what is it with games and time loops at the moment? It looks stunning and we can't wait to get our hands on it. GHOSTWIRE Tokyo, on the other hand, is developed by the dad of Resident Evil, Shinji Mikami, and his team at Tandle Gameworks. The game is a first-person supernatural magic 'em up, which sees players shooting fireballs at various horrific monstrosities. It looks suitably bizarre and will launch on the PlayStation 5 and PC in 2021. Elsewhere, a number of multi-platform third-party titles were also revealed. A trailer for NBA 2K21 showcased the most ridiculous sweat technology I've ever seen. It's a sports game, I don't really know what else to say. It's out this year and has been built from the ground up for PlayStation 5. Apparently, it will only take 2 seconds for the game to load, which is really quite exciting. Hitman 3 was a surprise announcement. The game is apparently the final chapter within developer IO's World of Assassination trilogy and is launching on the PlayStation 5 January 2021. Not much is known about the game just yet, but a short gameplay demonstration showcased a level set at the very top of Dubai's Burj Khalifa. Since the announcement, IO have also confirmed that every level from the previous 2 entries in the series can be ported over to this 3rd installment. Neat. The next title in the Resident Evil series is named Village and sees the return of Resident Evil 7's Ethan Winters. Set within a sinister European village plagued by monstrous werewolves, the game looks wonderfully twisted. Also, it features a far more square version of Chris Redfield that we haven't seen since he was punching boulders in Resident Evil 5. With a greater focus on exploration and combat compared to 7, 8 will see players attempting to find out the secrets of this twisted locale in first person when the game releases at some point in the future. Very excited about that one. Alongside Resident Evil 8, Capcom also revealed PRAGMATA. PRAGMATA? That sounds weird in my Geordie accent. PRAGMATA. Why aye man, I'm gonna play PRAGMATA. Not much is known about the multi-platform project just yet, but this teaser trailer gave off strong Hideo Kojima vibes as we saw a mysterious spaceman attempting to save a child from a falling satellite. Who knows what this is? Maybe Capcom just likes showing off fancy trailers for brand new Sony hardware, only to never mention the project ever again, like they did with Deep Down on the PS4. Do you remember Deep Down? Don't worry, neither does Capcom. Last but certainly not least, we have GTA 5, which will receive an expanded and upgraded version on the PlayStation 5 in 2021. GTA Online will also be given away for free to every PlayStation 5 owner, which was a pleasant surprise, but still, does anyone not own GTA 5 at this point? Not content with showing off huge AAA blockbusters, Sony also highlighted some gorgeous indie experiences that will be making their way to the PlayStation 5. BUGSNAX is a frankly bizarre title by the developers of ODDWORLD that's about eating sentient food that allows you to transform into the food? What is this? BUGSNAX launches on both the PS4 and the PlayStation 5 this holiday season. Goodbye Volcano High is a choice-based narrative adventure all about sad teenage dinosaurs. I mean, that's all you need to know, it looks wonderful. The game will launch on the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 and PC in 2021. Kena Bridge of Spirits is a stunning stylized action platformer that combines exploration with fast-paced combat. It's a timed PlayStation 5 exclusive that will also launch in the PC at some point in the future. Hopefully soon, it looks delightful. Oddworld SOULSTORM sees original protagonist Abe return as the unlikely saviour of his people. A side-scrolling platformer with a dark sense of humour, Oddworld SOULSTORM is coming to the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 and PC at some point in the future. JETT: The Far Shore is the latest title by indie art house studio Super Brothers. Described as a bittersweet interstellar trip to a mythic oceanic planet, JETT is a narrative-driven adventure that launches on the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 and PC, are you starting to see a theme here, this holiday season. My personal highlight, Stray is an adventure game where you play as a cat who befriends a friendly drone in a city populated by robots following the death of humanity. Visually stunning, your playable cat looks gorgeously animated. Can you find your way home and save the city along the way? Find out when Stray launches on the PlayStation 5 and PC in 2021. Solar Ash is the latest by Hyperlight Drifter developers Heart Machine and sees another sneaker-wearing hero journey through a surreal and vividly colourful world. It'll launch on both the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 and PC at some point in 2021. I told you, it's the same as all of them. I wasn't kidding when I said there was a theme. Finally, we have Little Devil Inside, a gorgeously animated tale about a young monster hunter and an elderly professor. Not a huge amount is known about the project at this point. From the trailer, however, it's clear that the game will feature fun combat and a witted sense of humour. Little Devil Inside will launch on the PlayStation 5 at some point in the future. So there we have it, that's everything that was revealed at Sony's PlayStation 5 game event. What were your personal highlights from the show? Let us know in the comments below. For more information about the PlayStation 5, make sure to check out our website. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and make sure to subscribe to PushSquare for everything PlayStation. Thank you so much for watching.